Hi, I'm Duke Boots, and welcome to my a little bit too Christmassy for this time of year solo duo bunker base, the Eden. Running up to one of the most unusual entrances you'll see in Rust. Built like this because twig jump ups suck, and you need a little protection when bringing back all of that loot you stole. You jump through a single door with a locker behind another single door for quick rekits. You know, when you get done by a cheater. Jumping up onto the first floor, you'll see that I've left some garage doors open in this base, so you don't have to watch me mess around opening them all up. Any raiders blow through this HQM floor? Not to worry. There's another HQM floor to get through after that. Above these boxes you have an auto turret staring you in the face. The other side, an auto turret staring you in the face. And I don't need to tell you how hard these auto turrets are to get rid of if you're door raiding this base. We'll jump up to the shooting floor now. All the garage doors are open for the tour, but the shooting floor is completely secure when they're closed. The bedroom in front of you is also closed off, making the locker completely secure. This shooting floor has more peaks and more angles than my ex-girlfriend's had. From further afield to attack raid bases, or to peek down right next to the base of campers, it's got you covered. These low wall triangle frame peaks do not work when they're 360 degrees around the base, but like this, they're ideal. The campfire's giving you a perfect angle to do a bit of roof camping. Not as though you would, I mean just in case you wanted to do a bit of roof camping. And right behind you is one of two roof take back peaks, which I'll show you from the opposite side. Running through the bedroom, we come to, guess what? The other side. And as promised, here are the roof take back peaks. And as I recorded my voiceover, the realisation that I spent far too long recording these peaks has just dawned on me. So, let's go upstairs to the roof. Finally, jumping up to the roof, you can see you've got two windows out there for a bit of vision, and as you jump onto the roof you've got two more beds, a box above you, or you can have that any way you like, and two auto turrets covering the roof. I've kept the roof very simple, and in no way am I going to waste any more of your time showing the peaks from the roof pieces. I think I've said the word peaks more times than, well, you know what. So let's go back down into the base now. Back down to the shooting floor. And back to the first floor. Okay, behind this garage door you've got a auto turret looking you in the face. So that's 3 internal auto turrets so far. And we jump down to the core. And guess what? Another auto turret. This one is completely optional. I will tell you why it's optional in the build. To the left you've got a 4-box loot room, which you can have behind a window or a garage door, it's up to you. And in here you've got everything you need, your tier 3, your battery, your furnaces. And right underneath you, this is a bunker. Now you can't have boom in your TC. It's not always to keep it behind the bunker. With this, you can. The bunker itself, self-explanatory. You spawn in your sleeping bag and then you knock out that twig wall underneath it. Very straightforward. It is a stability bunker, just slightly different type of stability bunker. I'll just put this up again because it's not unique, but you don't see it a lot. So that's how you put the bunker up. And then just take this twig out. And here's the upkeep of the base. So we start off with a square foundation very close to the ground, meaning either A, you'll need flat land, or B, you'll need it on a dip. Okay, wherever you put this lower triangle, that will be the front of your base, your entrance of your base. And here I will wall in the triangle. I'll just stone this up and pop the TC in. Okay, now we wall it all in. Under no circumstances do you upgrade that middle square to anything, because you're going to delete that twig in a minute. Now this starter base is quite expensive. It costs 6,000 stone to build. So you're going to need a shit shack or something along those lines before you start your main build. All depends on what server you're on. If you're on a high pop official, then yeah, you'll need a shit shack first. Okay, that's how your starter will look. And then we come inside and we just make sure everything's okay. So what we'll do is we'll put a half wall here. We'll delete this. And we'll put a bag down. And just make sure that the foundations are high enough for you to respawn underneath it. Which they are, as you can see. So that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we go to the front of the base and we wall it in. This is where your jump up's going to be to the first floor. And we put a shelf on here for an auto turret later on. And we have a furnace jump up here. So I'm going to go ahead now and upgrade everything to its final material. I'll take this door out and pop the garage doors down. It's a lot easier to visualize. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's a lot easier when you have everything upgraded to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, you want a half wall here, half wall there. You can delete the bottom half wall and upgrade that to HQM. And we put that down now so we can walk in and out here. It's easier. You want a half wall and a shelf. Not on that side, just this side. And you need to put your ramps down now. If you don't put them down now when you wait, when you put the ramps that are above it, you won't be able to put these ramps down. So it has to be done in this order. So get these ramps here down early, is what I'm trying to say. I window these in, but you can use a double door frame and a garage door there. It's entirely up to you. This side does need a garage door, or it'll be a double door at this moment in time in the build because you'll still be quite early in the wipe. And then you want a furnace there as a jump up. Okay, now I'm going to put down all the honeycomb. I'm not going to do all the honeycomb at once. I'm just going to put it down like this and then give you a bird's eye view so you can see where the honeycomb goes. It's entirely up to you what order you do this base in. There's nothing stopping you from doing anything else first, if that makes sense. You can do whatever way you feel comfortable with. So that's where the honeycomb will ultimately go. Again, the way you put it down is up to you. So I'm going to start off from the back of the base for no reason. And we just wall it in. There's no benefit to having a middle partition. Sometimes you have a middle partition in the honeycomb, but there's no benefit to having it in this base. It's just a waste of resources. And then we're going to put 2 triangles at the top of this. And we're going to do very similar at the front, just slightly differently. We're going to have 2 walls, but here right at the very front of the base, we're going to leave it blank because that's where your entrance is going to be. Pop down some triangles first, otherwise you're just going to fall through it. And then have your single door on there. That can be stone unless you have a armoured door. And then you just use that as a jump up for now. So coming down here now, I'm going to wall these sections off. I record this in segments, so I know I said you don't have to do it in this order. You might not be doing it in this order right now. I can't remember exactly what I have and haven't said. So you want half walls and walls, shelves on here, and then pop your ramps down. The second ramp needs to be raised and facing towards you, and upgrade that to sheet metal. And then you can put windows on both of these now, because you can get the boxes in very easy even with the windows down. So now I'm going to go to the honeycomb we haven't done yet at the sides, and it needs to go up 3. Sheet metal that up, and exactly the same on the opposite side. I should have probably sped this up for you, my apologies. So now we've got the honeycomb down on the other side. We stick a triangle there and a triangle there. That's where your auto turrets are going to go to look down into your base. So coming into the base itself, you want to put 2 triangles here, and this is where the repair bench was and the box in the tour. And then 2 triangles at the top, and they can be stone, the triangles at the top, and exactly the same on the opposite side. Okay, on the left hand side, you're facing forward, you want a window, and there you want a double door frame. Now, if you have got the other side exposed like I have now, use a normal double door there. Depends what order you've done it in. Otherwise, you can open the garage door and somebody could be behind it on top of the roof. Okay, now we're going to put triangle frames around all these 4 sides. Upgrade these to stone. And underneath them we want to put low walls. I'm upgrading these low walls here to stone, but in the tour I upgraded them to sheet metal, and the cost of the upkeep reflected them as sheet metal in the tour. So we'll come down now, we're going to get rid of our temporary jump up and upgrade these to sheet metal. And we're going to go up 3. So up 3 on each side, and at the top, put windows on. And then we come around to where the frames are, and we put the triangle roof pieces on top of the frames. And we do exactly the same on the back. So it's 3 frames up, windows on, and the roof pieces on top of the triangle frames. So if we go over here and blink 3 times, that'll upgrade it automatically for us. And then here on the top of the triangle you want 2 double door frames. And 2 windows. This is where your bedroom's going to be. It's where I put an actual bed in the tour, but if you're a duo, you will need 2 sleeping bags rather than 1 bed. There's not enough room for 2 beds. Or you can have 2 beds in it, but no locker. Okay, so here's where the auto turrets are going to go, if I've got one. And around the sides we're going to have double door frames. This is where the roof peaks are going to go on the outside. And then you want 2 double door frames on the top of them. And you can put your roof on. So it's a triangle where there's a triangle underneath it, and a square where there's a square underneath it. Pretty self-explanatory, this. And then put your ceiling on this. At the end of the video, make sure if you're going to build this, I'm going to put some tips and tricks at the end of this video about this base. Just little things you can change and things like that. So make sure you watch that. Okay, and put these triangles on, these triangle frames here. These are really important because otherwise it makes the jump really awkward up to the roof. Putting them frames down makes the jump easier. And then we put a square frame here with a roof on facing forward and upgrade. And we do that on the other 3 sides, which I'll speed up. Okay, coming now, just pop the doors on. These doors want to be facing outwards and they need to have locks on them. And these will need to be garage doors that jump up onto your roof. And there, you can see, look, your roof take back peak there. Okay, here we're going to have 2 windows and seal it off. And exactly the same on the opposite side, as you'd imagine. And then we have roof triangles on here, and roof triangles on here. A roof triangle facing forwards here, and then normal roof pieces going around these 4 sides here. Then upgrade very quickly to stone. I say very quickly, I'm doing it rather slowly. Upgrade them quicker to stone than what I'm doing it. Okay, and here, this you can see why I've done this here. I'll put the shop windows in, otherwise you're just going to have a twig jump up to there. You don't want a twig jump up to there. So I'll put a couple of shop windows in and a furnace jump up. I mean, you can be as creative as you like here and put whatever you like here. It's not integral to the base. You know, it's just an entrance really. Okay, here we're going to do our wind turbine. So once I've put this wind turbine down, I just want to go for a few like little... In fact, there's 1 or 2 more things I haven't done with the base. I haven't put the locker in for a start at the front. But yeah, there's 1 or 2 things I just want to run through that you can do. So I'll come in now and I'll put the locker in, which I should have done earlier on in the build. Now we'll put this locker in a door, not a window, because obviously it's right next to your front door. So if you do get killed and somebody does get in, they'll get to your locker. Okay, up here, it's optional, but you can have extra garage doors here, here, here. And this is to just close off your shooting floor in case anybody, you know, gets onto it. and I'll show you why you might want to close off your shooting floor in a second. I do have these in the tour base, so that these are incurred in the cost of the upkeep. Now these can be soft-sided, but if you have these as metal, you can't see out the front. If you can have these as stone, you can see out the front. So that's entirely up to you, and it's exactly why you might want to close off your shooting floor with them extra garage doors. Also here, because you can't see very well there, you'll need campfires, and those campfires will give you great vision outside. So you want 4 campfires in total. Okay, here, as you come into the base, and you're met by this piece of HQM here. Behind this HQM is the entrance here, and that's where the auto turret went in the tour. However, if you think that's too weak, there's a very simple solution. You get rid of the auto turret and you just wall that off. So that is entirely down to your preference, or you can make it HQM. That is entirely down to, would you prefer to have an auto turret in here, or would you prefer to have it walled off? Up to you. Well, that's your base. Thank you very much for watching.